Did you know that over 295 million players are already playing in the cloud? That is nearly the entire population of the United States. And by 2026, that number is forecast to hit over 455 million players. In today's video, we are going to be diving into how cloud gaming could revolutionize the entire gaming industry, why Xbox's xCloud is leading the charge, and whether or not consoles might be on the brink of extinction. Stick around because near the end of this video, I will be diving into our segment called Future Paths, where we dive into some mind-bending possible scenarios of the gaming industry. Let's jump in. First, what exactly is cloud gaming? Instead of downloading gigabytes of data and waiting around for it to finish, and then waiting even more hours for the updates, cloud gaming runs that game on a powerful server in a data center. And that means your device, whether it's a cheap laptop, smartphone, or a smart TV, simply streams that video and game and then inputs your data back to the cloud. Think of it like Netflix, but for interactive worlds. And what does this do? This takes away the necessity for the hardware on your end, which also means your phone could theoretically run the latest and greatest AAA games at the highest settings, I might add. The technology for this relies on an extremely powerful network, extremely low latency servers, and optimized streaming protocols. Early attempts at this, like OnLive and Gaikai, struggled severely because the servers and performance was just too expensive. But today, we have widespread fiber, 5G, and even better file compression, which has made all of this possible. So services like xCloud, or also known as Xbox Cloud Gaming. Then we've also got Nvidia GeForce Now, Amazon Luna, and even PlayStation Cloud Streaming. All of these are the ones leading the charge. And cloud gaming used to be a funny gimmick, but that is no more. Now it is a booming market. So let's take a look at some of the numbers. Statista reports that the number of cloud gamers in 2017 was approximately at 37 million. And now just 2 years ago in 2023, that number reached approximately 295 million players. That's about 8x growth in 6 years or so. And the projections of this are basically saying that by 2026, we're going to be looking at around 455 million players. Now, revenue also tells a very similar story. In 2022, the cloud gaming market generated about 3.4 billion US dollars. That's a lot of money. And it's expected by 2026 to reach about 11 billion. That's a whole lot more money. And then you count in exponential growth, and by 2028, they are projecting this will be a $30 billion market. That's a whole lot more, even more money. Now, you'd be surprised, some regions across the globe are adapting a lot quicker. Canada right now is sitting at about a 15% penetration rate, while the US is sitting at about 10.1%. But in Europe, countries like Sweden and Norway well exceed over 20%. And then we got Japan sitting right about the same as the US at about 11.6%. And what do these numbers tell us? It shows us that the adoption of this system is highly dependent on the infrastructure of what we have in place and the culture. Is it cool or not? And this rapid growth is basically right in line with how consumers buy and play games. According to Exploding Topics, searches online for cloud gaming have increased by 975% just in the last 5 years. It's not just the hype. There is a massive community already streaming games. So which company is dominating the space? Well, let's break down the major services and who's leading the way. First up, we got Xbox Cloud Gaming, xCloud. This service is included in Game Pass Ultimate, and as of Q1 of 2025, Game Pass has 37 million subscribers, and of those, 68% of them are on the Ultimate Edition. And these Ultimate subscribers, well, they can stream games on almost any device. In 2024 alone, users streamed over 1.2 billion hours of cloud gaming content. That's literally double from 2023. And 85% of that traffic comes from mobile devices like your phone. And xCloud is already available in over 40 different countries, with expansions to South Africa, Colombia, and even the Philippines. By 2024, almost 10 million players have streamed games through xCloud. At this point, Xbox Game Pass is more than just a streaming service. It also is starting to act as a discovery method, because Microsoft added over 78 titles just in 2024. Now, given a lot of those are older games that we've all already played, but hey, more options. And at the same time, indie game playtime has increased about 70%. Now, who's up next? Nvidia GeForce Now. This one, little different. It lets players stream games that they already own. It reached about 20 million users in 2022. That's double from 10 million in the previous year. And Nvidia, don't get me wrong, they got the performance backing them. If you're on the Nvidia Founders tier, it basically replicates having a high-end GeForce RTX 3080 video card that delivers 60 FPS at 4K, which is extremely important. However, the downside of this one is that it's very limited by game licenses. And then up next, we got PlayStation. PlayStation Cloud Streaming, formerly known as PlayStation Now, reported about 47.4 million subscribers to PlayStation Plus, and that was as of early 2023. But only a small amount of those people are actually using PlayStation Cloud Gaming. Basically, Sony's approach to this whole thing is taking older titles and putting those up, and they're only available on the highest tiers. And last up, we got Amazon Luna, trying to break into the space of gaming. It is available for all Prime members. Now, unfortunately, Amazon, the numbers are probably bad because they have not disclosed them. So it ain't looking good, Amazon. You might have to stick with e-commerce. Why are so many people tapping in to cloud gaming? Well, let's talk about the pros and cons. The benefits of this: number one, we got no downloads. Instant play. Players can literally hit play on any game that's available on the cloud service and boot it up. No download, no waiting around. And me personally, every time me and my friends try to play a new game, we all have that one friend that has horrible internet, and we all roast him for it. So while the rest of us are already playing the game, now he can actually join in with us at the same time without us waiting hours. And then number two, the second benefit is there is no more hardware cost. Gamers don't need a $5,000 highest end gaming PC anymore just to play the highest graphics on a AAA game. Literally, boot up your phone and you can stream maximum graphics on a AAA game. It almost sounds too good to be true. But this lowers the barrier of entry for people that can't afford consoles or PCs. And that means more gamers for us on games like Modern Warfare 2, and we can destroy them because they'll be noobs. The third benefit of this is we got cross-platform gaming, but not the cross-platform you're thinking of. With cloud gaming, it allows the possibility to literally pick up your progress on any device at any time. Maybe you start on the couch playing on the TV. You gotta run to the cafe to get a coffee. On the way there, you're playing on your phone. You get to the cafe, whip out your laptop, and now you're still playing. I mean, that's pretty cool to me. Now, the fourth benefit we got on this is there is a vast amount of games that are already available. Xbox being the biggest one, like I said before, already adding 78 titles in 2024, and this year they've already added a ton more. Now, the fifth and final benefit of cloud gaming, and this one is big because these games are getting out of hand, man. Who wants to download a 300 gigabyte Call of Duty? I don't have space for that, man. You download one game, your entire Xbox is full. But that's not happening anymore. No storage, no problems. And you don't even have to go buy more because there's no upgrade needed. The servers handle all the downloads and all the updates. I mean, come on. Now, with all those benefits, you might be thinking, well, why am I not on there? Why is everybody not playing this? Well, there's some problems, a lot of limitations. This is going to require some good internet. You're going to need a stable broadband of about 5G minimum. In rural areas, that ain't happening. So just keep in mind, you can try it, but you'll probably be lagging so much, you're going to want to quit. Now, the second limitation is data, or data, whatever you call it. Now, I doubt you guys film videos. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. But streaming at 4K uses up tons of gigabytes of space. And streaming that uses even more. What this might lead to is way higher costs if people are cloud gaming all the time. So I would expect Xbox to probably roll out some more tiers here in the near future. The third limitation of this is game ownership and library limits. Pretty much all of these big companies offer a subscription service model, and the titles, as we've seen, rotate in and out. And yes, you can buy the game on Xbox and keep it kind of forever unless, you know, Xbox vanishes. But why would you buy the game if you're already paying for Xbox Game Pass and you can play it for free? So let's say you're playing the games for free, and then all of a sudden Xbox is